What's going on, everybody? I'm Terrence, and this is Bank Shipping. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Like always, if you ain't up, go ahead and get up and start that grind. So we are in Rockville, Maryland, dropping off our three-stop drop. It's three-stop Maryland drop. So we got Rockville, then Annapolis, and then White Plains. So just got done dropping in Rockville. So we're about to head to Annapolis, and boy, is it sticky outside. 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm already drenched with sweat, and I only unloaded, a third of my load. But I wanted to tell you a funny story real quick. Well, kind of funny, and now that it's, situated. But last week I got Complacent, and, I've delivered to this Lansing Building Products in Rockville a lot. I've been hauling this insulation for 5 years and a little bit of change or whatever. And I've dropped off at this particular LBP a lot. So last week, I had a 2-drop load that was in Frederick, Maryland and Rockville, Maryland. So I got Complacent and never even looked at my bill. And come find out this morning when I was putting in my address to go, I knew I had a Rockville stop, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why in the world am I going back to LBP if I was just there Thursday? Like, why didn't they just make that one full load? But I'm like, I'm not the person in charge of that stuff at my customer, so it is what it is. And I put in the address, and I'm like, well, I'm going to the same place, but it's a different address. So I get to looking at my BOL and stuff from last week. Come find out, there's an ABC supply company right down the street from LBP, and that's where I was supposed to go on Thursday. So I delivered to the wrong place. I didn't catch it. The LBP didn't catch it. Nobody said anything to, my customer. Nobody called my customer wondering where their stuff was. So I was like, oh, I've been hauling it for them for, like I said, a little over 5 years. Never had no mistake like this. I've never dropped in the wrong place ever. So I was beating myself up, and I called the customer, let them know what was going on, and told them, don't worry, I'll fix it. So when I got to LBP this morning to drop, I talked to them about it, asked them, and come find out, I'm not the only one that did that on Thursday. They had actually ended up taking the product down the road to ABC because somebody had dropped off at ABC that was supposed to go to LBP. So I'm not the only one that did it. So luckily things worked out. But of course I was still, beating myself up about it, because I don't, it kind of, I pride myself on getting things done quickly, getting things done the right way, and this was kind of like a ding to, getting stuff done the right way. But my customer was cool about it. They was just like, it happens. You're not the first person to ever do it. You're not going to be the last person to ever do it. But I can tell you, you learn from your mistakes, and this will be the last time I ever do it because I'll start paying attention a little more. Now that I know, I didn't even know there was an ABC supply down the street. So now that I know that,
don't come down this way.
I'll, sorry, CB going off. Now that I know there's an ABC supply company, I know that now. I'll start paying attention to my bills a whole lot better. It was just, coming off vacation and being complacent, no excuse. I owned up to my mistakes. We got it fixed. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, head down to Annapolis, which is our second stop, and I'll see y'all there. Phew. I swear it's getting hotter and hotter by the second out here. But we are at our second drop. Just got done getting unloaded. Got our tarp rolled up, straps put away, all that good stuff. So now we're about to head to our third stop, which is in White Plains. So probably about, I don't know, a little less than an hour, maybe like 50 minutes or something from here. But I had to get on the forklift driver. I hate being like that. I understand that it's a trailer. It's going to get scratches and stuff like that. And I don't mind if you rub my trailer. I'm not one of those guys that are like, don't touch my trailer. You know, I don't mind if you rub my trailer. But when you are slamming my trailer so hard that it's rocking the trailer and the truck, that's what I have a problem with. You know, so I was putting my stuff away. He's steadily slamming into my trailer. So, you know, I walked over and I said, excuse me. He looked. I said, can you not hit my trailer so hard? He said, well, the pallet's in the middle of the trailer. I said, I know that. But you can ease up against it, pick it up, slide it back, come back in, pick it up, slide it back, however many times you need to, without ramming my trailer. He looks at me and says, well, it's a trailer. I said, okay, I understand it's a trailer. I said, but it's my trailer. I paid for it, not you. So when I tell you not to ram into my trailer, that's what I mean. He got his act together pretty quick. So, you know, I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to be, you know, an asshole or anything like that. But, you know, this is my equipment. I paid for it. If I don't want you ramming my stuff, or I say something to you about ramming my stuff, just say okay. It's that simple. You don't have to get an attitude about it. There's thousands of forklift drivers out here, some that ram your trailer, some that know how to not ram your trailer. So let me know down in the comments what you guys do about troublesome forklift operators that just don't want to listen. So, but anyway, we're gonna get out of here and get to our third stop. I'll see y'all there. All right, guys, so we ran out of some sunlight, daylight, but that's all right. Just getting ready, about to jump out of the truck for the day. Got all the loads, or all the drops dropped off, and got back to the customer. Got loaded for our load tomorrow. It's a 2-stop, also goes, both stops go to Maryland, Laurel, Maryland, then we'll go across the Bay Bridge over to Salisbury, Maryland, and then I'm going to go back, pick up a load in Baltimore tomorrow. I'll probably stay out tomorrow night and drop that off. So yeah, it's been an interesting day, one of those days that you kind of just want to get over with. You know, first the whole complacency thing and dropping off at the wrong spot last week, getting that fixed, making sure that was okay. Customer wasn't, you know, my customer wasn't mad, so that all worked out. And then, you know, dealing with the forklift driver that seemed like he had an attitude because I asked him not to bump into, you know, my trailer. Don't really know how you get an attitude about that, but it is what it is. And then when I was actually leaving that drop, I was making a right-hand turn. The light was green, had been green for a while. You know, I'm making my right-hand turn. It's a little bit of a tight turn, so I'm taking my time, and zoom, you know, here comes this car running through the red light. Almost took him out, but, you know, thank the good Lord I was able to stop in time since I wasn't going that fast. Had I been going any faster, I probably would have hit him. You know, it just shows how much people don't pay attention out on these roads. So, you know, when you guys, you know, for the people that watch my channel that are truckers, whether that's in a Hotshot or a semi or a box truck, whatever, you know, not only do you got to be safe, you know, when you're driving, and pay attention when you're driving, you got to pay attention for other people too. Just because, you know, if you're not defensively driving, watching out for what everybody else is doing, could cause you a lot more headache than what you need. You know, you could end up hitting somebody. It's not your fault, but, you know, that goes through, you know, for example, you know, that guy runs through that red light and I hit him. You know, if it totals my truck, you know, yeah, it's not my fault, but that's, you know, insurance that I go through, that I got to go through. That's time down that I got to go through, you know. So be attentive, you know, pay attention for yourself and pay attention for other drivers who may not be paying attention. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm hot, sticky, ready to go home, take a shower, cool down, and all that good stuff. So like always, y'all stay prayed up, grind hard, stay humble.